Hello friends and welcome back to Traveling with RNS. Today my Whippy and I are at Natural Bridge Caverns, just north of San Antonio. We're going to be going down into the caverns to see some of the sights. And here's my lovely Whiffy.
Hello. Meow.
She's excited to go down into the caverns. I haven't been down in these caverns for probably about 20 years. They opened up a new section, so it's going to be exciting for us to see it. The place is real beautiful. The grounds. Check-in is at 9:30. We don't start the tour till 10 o'clock. You can buy your tickets online. I will have a link in the description down below. The tickets are $35 per person. I can't remember, under 13 is a different price. I can't remember the price for that. There is two separate tours. You can book a combo tour for $50, and that's the one that we did. That's a new section that they opened up. But they also have a guided lantern tour where you walk with the lanterns like they did back in the old days. All right, there's a few stairs. Not too bad though. All right, no stairs, little ramp.
Back up behind the white sign, sir. Can you back up behind the white sign?
Oh, pictures, sorry. Picture taken. That's where they take your picture. Mug shot. Little plant growing right there. That's so cool. Please do not touch.
Yeah, this one, I know, well, if you do go for hidden wonders, I know there's a few areas. This one tends to be a bit wetter than hidden wonders itself. Now, this room we call the bear pit. They're actually depth 45 feet below the natural bridge. Now, it actually got its name. They found an 8,000-year-old bear problem in a 5,000-year-old bear lake. So they're actually from an American black bear. They actually found it sort of like a pit, so that's why it's called a bear pit. And then these same bones are actually on display. We have a glass case at the end of our dining center. You'll take a look at them, also see another list of animal remains and items that used to help go through this cavern as well. Now, remember that crow I mentioned? You guys may want to come to this side to your left and come down. Everybody can see the light. And then you're going to start looking right down here to your right, where my light is. That's the crawl ray I described in this example. So 120 feet in length. It's actually 22 inches at its widest point and 11 inches at its nearest point.
They didn't have McDonald's back then.
Yeah. So with that, basically they used tight squeeze for the short collisions and they were able to make their way through the next area. We're not going through that tight inlet area, guys.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
Well, I wouldn't mind, but it said, guys, we're going to be going through this area here in about a moment. It's our humidity door, so they help preserve the humidity of the cavern. So it allows water to keep coming in and it allows our formations to keep growing. So it makes our cavern an active cavern. Because we have calcite, these water calcite out through more, it actually helps the formations grow faster with water. Now, you see right here? Area known as the raccoon rooms. Actually, on one of the earlier trips, they were hoping to find more plastic cavern. They did. It does go back a few hundred feet, but they also found something else in there. A bunch of eyes looking back at them in the darkness. I'll paint my raccoons. So that's what we call raccoons. And now the raccoons get back at us, going for our garbage. Trash pandas, yeah, that's her nickname from. Now,
Track panda.
yeah. Now, does anybody have any questions? I have a question for you guys. Does anybody know why the bear left the bear pit?
No.
No? No one? And why that bear left? Because it was unbearable. Yes, a lot of people have known for my bad pointing. Alright, here's our hand down. Especially steep web, take small steps, use the handrail. These steps may be a little slippery, so take extra care. It's gonna get warm in a minute.
Raccoon Room. Discovery entrance, March 27th, 1960. All right, here we go. We're entering. I got it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Make sure I'm on that video.
Hey. No stairs, it's just a ramp. Watch your head. If you're over 6 foot tall, watch your head.
Or if you're short, it's called cave size. St. Mary's Hall.
Do we have everybody?
Yes.
Everybody's here.
I don't want to put a bomb in anybody's picture.
I'm over here.
It's just a small snippet we'll be seeing. We have much bigger rooms than this one. Much bigger. Now, it's called St. Mary's Hall, 90 feet below the Natural Bridge. Is, like remember I mentioned, it was named after the university where the explorers came from. They're the ones who found west of power to name it. There was another college, DJI Osmo 1950s. Well, they didn't go to the crawlway, but there was an alternate route to the crawlway. With the crawlway, it actually kind of split. There's an air-free ladder pit, it goes down 20 feet. There was an earlier part that actually diverged earlier, before they found the bottom part in the 1960s. It actually, before this, when we developed it, they blasted out both parts of St. Mary's Hall. Basically, there was a lot more like kind of mud, limestone, things down here. And there was like an opening right here. This is how they were able to find the rest of St. Mary's Hall and went that way. But, well, when your college finds it, that's why DJI Osmo get a name it. I'm an Aggie, so I'm happy. Are you? What year?
Aggie.
What year?
95.
22. Yeah. Any other Aggies or Longhorns? Now, with St. Mary's Hall, you kind of notice how it actually goes two ways. You're going to see the one area, that chain there, that's actually, well, DJI Osmo and St. Mary's did explore it. It's become our newer adventure tour called St. Mary's Adventure Tour. You're actually in a harness, you're clipping on the ropes. It's a good introduction to caving, a little bit more climbing. If you want to try something like that, feel free to choose a line or take off. But we're not going that way. Instead, we're going through this area here. Now, I see some of you guys are definitely taller. Anybody taller than 5'5"? Once you're at that, see more of the lower areas. Take extra care. Handrails won't be available, but so just please be extra careful. See these formations? See some parts were knocked off by accident. Yep, so it's a little bit of everything.
Tall people?
Yep. That's not really fun. Any questions? No? Alright, you're going to take extra care of handrails, get those about halfway through.
Oi. You turned the light off.
I was like, y'all get your head first so I know when to
You're not.
That's so cool. Okay, that's where I have to watch my head. This is cool.
5'5" in my dream
Very narrow. Very narrow. Gotta watch my head. Ay. All right. Looks like it's opening up a little bit more.
You can use flash. Mostly the wildlife. Well, it's in our exit tunnel or in the beginning parts.
Okay.
Alright. You guys feel free to come down here. It's going to be especially steep. Use the handrail. Most rooms will kind of fall wildlife is either beginning or
Okay, here's another short place.
maybe our exit tunnel or the only last thing I saw was a toad at the entrance. And the crickets were there.
Chicago what?
So it's a little bit wet and steep, but no stairs.
Well, beyond the two.
Okay, so this is where they.
Yeah, that's the exit.
So they went through the entire,
And then down.
this is how they got out? But
Yeah, they
Wow.
never found the exit, so they had to turn around the last area. It took the last year for our other venture tour, so I just need it. Where they had to they had to turn around.
This is the crawlway that they used.
Exit through there. It was to the point that the owner
1960.
She was like to the point calling police, everything.
Yeah.
It took over 7 hours.
Is this still privately owned? Is it?
But what's it owned by right now? By her 2 grandsons.
Oh, so it's still in the same family?
And guys left your head, yep, that one. And then over take a seat on your new venture seat. There's another bench, and then 2 in the V-shape down there. And if anybody wants, we have 2 other areas you can't sit. There's these 2 rock benches, too, if you want. They're both amazing. And we have everybody on. It's good. Now, probably did notice there's that exit hall again. Clean out. So this is where they keep this next room. This is called Pluto's anteroom. It got 108 feet. Well, that's named from the Roman god of the underworld, which is Pluto, so it's the lights off, or limited light when they have their special lamps, carved lamps. But also anteroom, which means you're going from a much smaller room to a much larger room. So the rooms are going to get larger and larger as you go along. Now I'm going to show you 2 ways, formations you form this cavern and many others. You guys may want to look behind you. These first ones are called verticals, there's no water drips down from the ceiling. Those thicker ones at the bottom, called stalagmites, they grow from the ground towards the ceiling. And those thicker ones on the ceiling, like kind of carrots, icicles, those are stalactites, they grow from the ceiling towards the ground. And we have a special type of stalactite here, these skinny ones, they look like straws, those are soda straws. And then in the back, see how there's one going from the ground towards the ceiling, you can see faintly where stalagmite and the stalactite touch. They create which is called a column. That is what we call them. But yes. Did the other tour guide and then wonder if you give jokes or no?
No.
I can tell the jokes. Now, here's the other one. This is called flowstones. That's where water flows. You see how some are starting to form. The place ones that we pulled them out. These are cave ribbons. As they start hanging more off the wall, they're called cave curtains. And then there's one official nickname, pizza slice right up there. It looks like cheese pizza melting. And then the last one is called cave drapery. It's attached to the ceiling wall in the ground. They do look all quite different, but they have something common. Is the way that they're formed by the special mineral called calcite itself. So basically, it all starts with rainwater. This rainwater enters the soil or dirt, picks up carbon dioxide or CO2, and creates like a weak acid called carbonic acid. It like dissolves or eats with the limestone, picks up the mineral known as calcium carbonate. This mixture goes down deeper and deeper and enters this cavern due to the atmosphere. That CO2 evaporates and leaves behind a watery calcite mixture. The water will be curved either by dripping or flowing. The water will evaporate and basically leave behind that calcite in its place. Now this process will be done over and over. The growth rate is 1 cubic inch for every 100 years. It's about the size of your area scale. So you see this flashlight I'm using, about 45 inches. If this was a slide, it might take about 400 to 500 years to go this size. Very slow. Now, take a look up here. Does anybody have an idea what it could be? Any guesses?
Bats.
Yes, bats. So this is a 5,000-year-old bat roost. So roosters were bats like to hang upside down in large numbers. It's for warmth. And basically when they would hang upside down here, oils from the bat skin, wings, and fur left behind that black discoloration. It just prevented further growth like stalactites or soda straws from going in this part. And then you're going to see another bat roost. There's one right here. And that's also 5,000 years old. You're going to see something that came from the bats. We got 5,000-year-old bat born, or bat poop right here. So that we were able to do it by carbon dating it, so that's how both of these were dated. There are other bat roosts, but we haven't been able to date it because the bat born or bat poop was paved or moved to the side when they were developing it.
So bats no longer hang out here?
Maybe a few, 1 or 2 or 3, but what really happened was, remember that back part I showed you before it collapsed? It was a big opening. That's been flattening out, but when it collapsed, the main entrance was too small and scared them off. We suspect that all of them went to Brackenback Cavern. Roughly, it can vary between 10 to 30 million Mexican free-tail bats. It's a maternal colony, where the bats have the babies, and I know pretty soon in maybe late October, early November, they'll be migrating. Some don't. It depends. There's maybe a few, maybe 20 to 50,000 that will stay there during winter. And does anybody have any questions? No? Now, what did one bat say to another bat? I'm getting you guys laughing. Alright, you know what that bat said? He said, let's hang around. Hang around, chill around, let's hang in. That's another version. Now, we're going to be soon heading down these, what we call our switchbacks. You know, it'll be a little bit steep and wet. Just take small steps and use your handrail whenever possible. Also take wide turns, everyone watch your head float at the bottom, and also bring your board down 72 feet.
Back guano. Caver Creek.
She said my name.
Oh, is your one okay?
Yeah, you're going.
All right, we're going down, down, down.
Alright guys, it's going to start getting low at the bottom, so just watch your head.
All right, I got to watch my head up here.
Nice.
Nice, okay, thank you.
Yeah, especially down here.
Right here.
If you guys are a little easy, you may want to get close to the rock wall. You guys-
Right here.
Fun.
Man, that's a shoulder. That's less than shoulder height.
I'm down small, good.
Ooh.
There's a, we call our stalactite too.
Okay. Looks like it opens up a little bit more.
But that's barely coming together.
It sure is.
It's like all one.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna pass you.
Now this is cool.
Wow.
Watch your head.
Yeah. Watch your hands, baby. Oh my God. Yeah.
Let me sneak it by you real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is so cool. All right, finally levels out. We're at 180 feet, Sherwood Forest. Ooh.
See how we have sort of looks like a boat shape, long line. A few towers is called the battleship there.
Oh, yeah.
And then to the right is a castle with a little town and lighthouse. So battleship and castle.
That is pretty cool.
That is so neat.
Yeah.
That's all natural. That's just
Yeah. Because I remember when I did a tour here in 2021, I remember the person showed those two. And also I faintly remember Grendel's Canyon and also the King's Throne.
Oh, yeah. Full circle, huh?
Yep. Funny. It's interesting because I was sort of concerned.
I'm scared to check my heart rate.
Oh, my activity circle just closed.
Nice. That's that nice.
Here we go. Looks flat, doesn't it? Nope.
There's just no handle around it, just be extra careful. And then there's the cabin water. It's safe. Oh. It's actually, it's brought actually on the wood lake.
All right, I'm moving the camera.
Wow.
Even the rock corner we have around here. That, well, you're going to kind of see the surface ceiling here. You're going to see that there's that.
Bring the camera down.
55 feet thick to the surface. You see some big rotters here.
Take one for y'all.
And you see that camp in the back, off of it again. 15,000-year-old bat water. So this fauna is so old it's been preserved by the humidity so it doesn't smell. But I heard when people stir it up, it smells. At least that layer is keeping us safe. Now I have to here mostly, you're able to get in with holding the rocks and stuff. I've seen them flying this one a few times, scared pit, flying out of very small. It's just not common to see them though. Most often I put my arm around like, oh, I'm sorry, I changed. You guys may have noticed here, remember I pointed out that sort of area where we get the waterfall? Well, this area is called Waterfall North, and where that orange light is, it's our last installed light, and the cavern indicates the last part has been modified. There's actually another mile and a half to 2 miles of complete cavern beyond there. And also, it's where it's in complete darkness too. And then there's some more back guano, which would be about 7,500 years old. Just
Wow.
formed life. Now, with this also they started the other adventure tour. This is the modern one, which is called the Star Adventure Tour. This is more traditional caving, more strenuous. So if you want to try something more traditional caving, feel free to check a line or ticket office. But also, even with that tour itself, way beyond there, they've also found more parts of the cavern. Last part was in June of 2022, when they found some major parts of the cavern itself.
Wow. Amazing.
Now, remember how I mentioned we've been doing tours here since 1964?
That's one big pile of bat guano. 15,000 years old. I wonder how they tested it. Carbon dating?
They made this tour one way only, lasting out our 330-foot long exit time.
I want to stop. All right, let's see what's up in here. That's kind of cool. We're at the entrance, or the exit.
Oh,